Hello, travelers. Welcome. If you've been here before, thank you for returning. The great return. And if you've never been here before, welcome. My name's Taylor, and I just ask that you take a moment to trust yourself over anything. As we lean into this, we have one, which is, I believe, citrine. It might be yellow calcite. I have no idea. Feel into it for yourself. We have the labradorite shaped of the moon. And then we have the rose quartz orb. Feeling into each and every one of them. You can go by color. You can go by crystal if there's a crystal that resonates with you. And also we gave the opportunity to go by shape. Today's going to be a little different. We aren't pulling cards. I'm very excited for this one because this is one that I would watch. So hence that's how we create going forward, right? So we will begin in just a moment with number one. You can do numbers too if that feels right for you. One, two, and three. We'll start with number one in just a moment. For those of you who have picked number one or the yellow calcite or citrine in the shape of the heart, this is for you. So here's what we're going to do. I opened up my Pinterest and we have poems sitting here. Okay. So we're just going to feel into a moment to just stop and click on a random poem, and that will be your poem for the day. Okay. We'll reload it and get into it. Okay. There's a lot of ads on Pinterest too. So let's see. And this one. That feels right. These aren't my saved poems, by the way. These are just me searching poem. And I know you guys can't see this. I will post your poem below as well. Oh, I love this. Slowly, I return. I lost myself in noise and speed and chasing things I didn't need. But now I walk a softer lane, one stitched with peace instead of pain. I don't arrive in grand display. I show up gently, day by day. A breath, a step, a choice to stay. That's how I find my healing way. No need for loud, no need for race. Just learning how to hold my space. And every time I choose to learn, a part of me begins to turn. And again, the poem is called Slowly I Return. I will post that below. It's kind of giving letting go of performance, right? And the slowness and stepping back into that. Healing isn't about the grand display or any of that. It's about taking those moments and that breath, those connections, chasing things and distraction and following your peace and what that is for you. Congratulations for your return to yourself. It's kind of crazy that we said, hello, travelers. If you've been here before, welcome to your return. For some of you who have picked this crystal, this is your return. Thank you for listening. Hello to those of you who picked the moon or the labradorite or number two, whatever feels right for you. We are going to go on my Pinterest. This isn't my saved board. This is just me searching poem, and we're just going to scroll till it feels right. Again, I have no idea what any of these are. I'm just going to stop at one that looks good. And boom. Oh, okay. The author's name, Rithvik Singh. Might be mispronouncing that. I will post your poem below. Ooh, this is I like this for this moony high priestess energy too, by the way. You're not the kind of flower that can be plucked and put in someone's hair. You're the kind of flower people find too pretty to pluck. The flower that deserves to keep blooming. A lot of you guys seeing your own beauty, beauty being, of course, coming from within, but it could also be very Taurian energy. But beauty also comes from creativity, magic, and finding your way of expression, no matter what anyone else thinks. So for some of you guys who feel unseen, unheard, it's just because you're in a different space and you attract those who feel and see your magic. It's almost like for some of you guys, I almost feel like you feel like you're speaking in a completely different wavelength. So trust that your time's not running out. There's something I like to say to people. There's a specific card. I believe it's in like my garden little oracle card deck. And it always reminds me that the bigger the garden, the longer the growth, and not to rush that. Um, so I want to say like your beauty is unique, and what is beauty to you, you can feel into that for yourself too. The kind of flower that deserves to keep blooming, and I think deserve and worth for you guys is coming in today as well. Only take what resonates. Thank you for listening to your poem. Hello, number three, or the rose quartz, or the orb, or whatever reason you chose what you chose. We pulled out my phone. We are on Pinterest. This isn't my saved boards. This is just me typing in poem. We'll scroll and we'll stop when it feels right. I feel like this one's really fast. Okay, this one's long, but I trust that it's meant to be for a reason, okay? It says she had a library. She had a library, you see, with many different stories to loan, but the ones you couldn't borrow were those that were her own. They sat there on the bookshelf, abandoned, collecting dust. For those she used to show them to had all broken her trust. There were some chapters that to them looked out of place, and even some words that they had tried to erase. There were some empty shelves because of all the stories they took, and other shelves full of tales that have never been given a look. One day a boy came in and began to fill his cart with all the books she'd written from her heart. At first she was terrified, but he promised to stay and read every single one without stopping halfway. He brushed off the dust from the stories that were forgotten and worked through the pile until he finally reached the bottom. Then through the stacks of books, he began to weave. You can imagine her heartbreak when he got up to leave. But he grabbed her hand and led her through the door, for this was just one library and there were many more. He told her that he loved every single word he read, and he wasn't forgetting her library, but showing her his instead. Wait, that's so cute. I'm too sensitive for that right now. So rose quartz, a lot of this is like for those of you guys who have been settling or wanting commitment or making you know, overriding your boundaries for people, places, and things. This is a reminder that you deserve someone who sees all parts of you. So rose quartz is interesting because that is love, but we could also broaden this out into relationships. You deserve friendships, partnerships, connections in general, of course, love relationships, romantic relationships where someone sees all parts of you. And it can be scary at first, but your vulnerability is also your power, but your boundaries are your protection. So for some of you guys who have given up on the idea of love or given up that there's people out there like you, one of my affirmations that like helps me sometimes is like, I exist, so I know love exists, right? Feeling into that for yourself in your own unique situation. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you to everyone who stopped in. I will definitely be doing the poetry one again. I loved this. Feeling into it for yourself. But yeah, I love that one. You will see this again. I would just like to say if you would like more private or personal reads, I do have a Patreon. It's listed below, and everything is up on my website, also listed below. Thank you so much, travelers. Goodbye.